In Northeast Tennessee, we know that over 81,000 people are food insecure. What we also know is on the average, we're serving right now about 45,000 people, and that's a big gap. Some people may be reporting that they have a need and they may not know where to go. Others may be receiving assistance from a family member or a friend, and they may not be seeking assistance on a regular basis. But what we know is that there's still a large gap and people may just not know where to go. And we're glad to refer them through our referral system to our agency partners, to our programs. We have mobile units that also operate throughout the area, children's backpack program. Even the summer, we even provide summer meals to children in need. In the region, food insecurity is really at an all-time high. We're at about 81,000 individuals that are food insecure in Northeast Tennessee. That number has grown over the past couple of years, and with COVID, that number increased. It was actually at 92,000, approximately 92,000 during COVID. So we've seen a little bit of a decline, but it's still over our past years of food insecurity rates, and it's higher than the national average in our area based on our county population and poverty. Food insecurity is a term that we use and the United States Department of Agriculture uses, and it's a term that basically means that an individual, they don't have enough to basically live, to sustain themselves or their family, to live a healthy lifestyle. They may skip a meal if it's an elderly person or a family. The parents may skip a meal and provide for their family members, that they just don't have a sufficient amount of food for them or their family on a regular, consistent basis. In the Thanksgiving box this year, we will provide a turkey, and we're also providing, if a family would prefer a ham, we will provide a ham. And we've purchased additional turkeys and hams, and we are going to meet that number of need that calls, and we're able to do that. But in the box, we're going to have stuffing, mashed potatoes, canned vegetables, pasta so that they can make macaroni and cheese or pasta salad. It has other things like items for maybe breakfast and a snack in between and a dessert item. And so there's items that not only they're going to utilize for the Thanksgiving meal, but they're going to have additional to provide for their family for that morning or the day after for a few days. And that's our goal. The box itself without the turkey is about 30 pounds. And that's a good amount of food, because we all know that, a family for Thanksgiving, we always prepare a lot of food, and we always come together and make sure that we have so many different items. And we want families that are in need to have that opportunity as well. As far as when we look at the comparison between Northeast Tennessee and other communities, we see a very kind, generous community to help their neighbors in need. We are so blessed to not only receive the $25 from our local community for sponsors for the Thanksgiving boxes, but this year we knew that the cost of food had increased significantly since COVID, and we were also blessed to receive food donations from Tennessee Emergency Management. And that provided the additional food in the food boxes to be able to make that box complete and to have a complete meal for that family. And we're blessed to have that partner as well. During the holidays, we've been blessed for over 13 years to work with WCQR and Project Thanksgiving. This is a time that individuals in our community can come together and say, we want to provide for a family that wouldn't otherwise have a traditional Thanksgiving meal. And when we look at that and we say, what does that mean? That means that there are family members and individuals in our community that are food insecure, that their plan is to have a sandwich or to open a few canned goods or whatever they may have available, and that's their meal for Thanksgiving. And so over 13 years, we've really been blessed to have this partnership with WCQR. They've worked together with Second Harvest through a radiothon, working with their listeners to get the word out that we need sponsors to sponsor these Thanksgiving boxes or Thanksgiving meals that we provide families. And so our goal for the past several years has been 6,200 families, although we've helped over the last couple of years exceed that number, and we continue to do that this year. We're excited that we've met goal for Project Thanksgiving 2021 with WCQR. We're excited that community members stepped up and said, we want to help a family, we want to sponsor a family this Thanksgiving season. And that means so much to the work that Second Harvest does, and also to WCQR and our partner for coming together and providing that food to families in need. Donations help so much. I can share that donations have made it possible for us to just start a new program. It's the Senior Home Delivery Program to seniors that they didn't have transportation. They didn't know where to turn to. And so many times they were trying to stretch what they had to make ends meet. And they may skip a meal. They may skip medications to pay for rent or to pay for utilities, just to make ends meet. And so donations from the community help programs like the Senior Home Delivery Program. There's several ways that people can support Second Harvest. The best way is through our website, and that's netfoodbank.org. That's netfoodbank.org. They can also mail donations to 1020 Jericho Drive, Kingsport, Tennessee 37663, or they can call us at 423-279-0430, and we'll be glad to give them the information how they can make a donation. And we appreciate the donations because we are supported. The large majority of support for Second Harvest comes to us from individual giving. You know, every year Second Harvest Food Bank, opens our doors to volunteers. And what that means is volunteers are our lifeblood. We do not have enough staffing to pack and box and sort food to distribute to families and individuals in need. And so we rely on our volunteers to help us do that, especially for our backpack program, our food box program through the mobile pantry. We really rely on volunteers to even go out and help us at the mobile food pantries to serve individuals in need. And they are our lifeblood, and we could not do this work without them. Last year, our volunteer hours were only 6,000 hours. Previously, before COVID, our volunteer hours were nearly 40,000 hours. So we really are working hard to get our volunteer hours back up, and we are opening our doors to volunteers. If an individual or a group, church group, a corporation or company or civic organization would like to volunteer, they can do that by visiting netfoodbank.org, or they can email volunteers@netfoodbank.org, and we'd be glad to get back with them and set up a time that they can volunteer, because we have 2 nights and 1 Saturday per month that volunteers can come in, separate from our 8 to 4 Monday through Friday.